Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Tetris Attack Speedrun Tournament 2025. We're gonna get right into this final winners round 1 match of the tournament with the 12 seed Kynayo, the 13 seed gamerX459. This match is already underway, and on the V hard difficulty, FFR Pro 21, who joins me for this match. What do you think about that choice to start things off?
Yeah, definitely interesting choice. Maybe try to get the chaos level kind of over with. Kind of make the rest of the levels make you feel a little easy, a little more chill. Well, first getting off into a fairly decent start on Lac 2, mid-20s for both players.
Certainly was a fast start for these players. Both players trying to get their game on right away, just trying to get the hardest thing out of the way, so that maybe when they need their precision, they inhabit the easier levels for them. And so far, you can kind of tell that these players were coming in a bit cold to this match. A few execution slip-ups right now. It is Gamer, though, with the very early, ever so slight edge, though. We'll see how much of that will continue. Big props to Gamer, though, for really pushing to get this match going, even after his internet seemed like it was not going to cooperate with him for like the rest of the month, if not the rest of the week. So Gamer was a trooper in getting his stream set up and getting recordings over to me so you can actually see the match in its entirety, because the live feed just would not play well at all. So big shoutouts to Gamer for getting that to work, and it is leading to a little bit of a head start for him at FFR. How are you seeing Gamer play this out right now?
Yeah. So far, Gamer's actually doing quite well. I understand, internet troubles can be frustrating. Rather use that time to, warm up for your match, and, well, you gotta try to fix some tech issues, but so far he's not letting the tech issues bother him. He's actually got a fairly solid run going. Pretty nice lead. So you can keep it going here.
Kynayo's been having a little bit of a tough time trying to get these foes topped off. Honestly, as much as I will say that stacking combos within your chains will give you the most success, it kind of there's certainly an element of how big of a chain can you make that will affect how quickly you can reliably top off opponents. And okay, Gamer Froggy, what are we doing? Found a 5-chain, found a way to survive, and that's gonna give Kynayo survival. Whoa, okay. Oh no,
dear.
Oh, the advantage was already substantial for Kynayo, and it's going to get even bigger as Gamer runs out of time. That could be all the difference, is now Kynayo has more than a full stage lead. We could be getting close to our patent pending 2-stage lead if this keeps up.
Yeah, you don't see the patent pending lead happen too often in this game. It generally happens a lot more on the higher difficulties of Pokemon Puzzle League. But certainly, this game is very much good enough to troll to make such massive leads happen here. And Lunchfish, I'm sorry. What are you doing making a 5 chain there? You can't chain.
V-Hard is doing some weird things today. We're seeing like the best and worst of it from all sides. Very fortunate for Kynayo to get out in 34 seconds. They certainly can't be feeling good about how that's going. And due to the rather auspicious circumstances of getting this match recorded, these players did not have a way to see how the other is performing. So not being 6 minutes yet into the cave, you have to wonder in the back of your mind if that's going to be good enough. But that will be good enough to crush Raphael, though. And at just over 6 minutes, it is Kynayo heading first into the cave. Again, Kynayo can't feel great about that result so far, but if they had known about Gamer's issues, it might have been able to breathe just a little bit easier. Gamer finally done with Blarg at 1:20. Gamer really having a rough time of it here.
Oh boy, it's a big garbage clear on Kynayo's side.
That was really
nothing else.
Those garbage clears will certainly eat up a lot of time. You tend to see it magnified on the lower levels, but again, just the longer you take, the effect kind of spirals out of control for how much time you lose.
Yeah, it tends to actually spiral a lot more out of control on this level, especially in the late game stages. Like, a lot of times, the AI, when they get a chain off of garbage, that gives them plenty of time to be able to get to other clears and be able to do other things that can really waste time there. Kind of like that second tier chain that Naval Piranha got on Kynayo's side. Give him all this time to be able to do more stuff. Thankfully, it didn't spiral out of control like it could. So, definitely very fortunate there.
And Kynayo's still a couple of decent stages away from knocking this out in like a low 9-minute time, which really would not be bad, all things considered. The cave's been sort of up and down so far. But, okay, nice timely swap to extend that 5 chain. Probably he's going to need all of that. And there goes Kamek in 16 seconds. Well done. And this lead is getting close to 3 full stages for Kynayo as they head into the final stage. We've seen some crazy Bowsers in the past. Will this one be any different? Okay, that 3 chain's probably not going to do too much to impede Bowser. Gamer is done with Hookbill at 21 seconds. That's a 4 chain. That's going to buy Bowser a fair bit of time. Will Bowser have time for anything else from here? There's a 2nd tier option and a 3rd tier option. Bowser's not going for them, and there he goes. Kynayo is done with V-Hard. Officially at 9 minutes 29 seconds. And that will be enough to take home the first star.
Yeah, for Kynayo there, it's a pretty solid V hard for his standards. You definitely feel good about that one, getting that in a race.
Just to compare PBs for a hot second. Kynayo's best V hard is an 812. Gamer's, by the way, is 8 flat. But
oh jeez, Gamer, you gotta get that 75x. Want to see you in that sub 8 club.
They're definitely working at it. I believe they can get there one day. But Gamer has decided that he's not going to get to the end of this run because it's kind of a mess. So Gamer's going to full stop entirely. I'm going to take the DNF, which we will log officially as a 1429 per our tournament rules. Because there do get to be points where the race times matter for tiebreakers. And that will leave Gamer to his own devices as to how he wants to tackle Game 2. Here we go with Game 2. Gamer has decided to go to the easy level, and we will see how easy these players will have it for this Game 2. It's a fairly straightforward race to 7 lines of garbage for these players. Oh, Kynayo got to 6, and the timing wasn't right anyway. And Gamer also got to 6 and could not dodge the garbage clear. Those garbage clears will be huge in determining how fast these stages will go, because you get your opponent on a full board of garbage, and that clears. That's at least 5 seconds down the drain. We're kind of trying to avoid that as much as we can.
Yeah, it's really all about, you know, avoiding all those garbage clears, making sure you don't get any bad garbage clears in. Alright, looks like we have evened things up here after 2 stages. Even get a nice 16-second bumpty. It's ideally what you're looking for on all the easy mode stages.
There's a nice little upside down 5 combo, upside down T5 combo that Kynayo put into that chain. I do love all the different ways you can make 5 combos and how you can put them into your chains to make lag chains, to build chains faster. There are lots of different ways to speed things up in these games that definitely takes some experience to try and find. I do hope one day I can personally make that a little bit easier to process, but that's a story for another time. Meanwhile, Gamer is finding the chains here. Not too many of the combos, but definitely make the chain big. Certainly not afraid to make the chain big. And did he make it big enough? Yes, sir.
Yep.
That will do just fine. Oh, Kynayo almost fumbled that bag at the very end. Let's settle for a 31 there. But this lead for Gamer is going to be growing to about 6-7 seconds.
Yeah. Not an insurmountable lead by any chance, you know. Player gets a garbage clear, the other doesn't. That's basically 7 or 8 seconds right there. Froggy, Oh, Froggy getting a 4 chain on easy mode?
Man, what
Oh
are these fellas
dear.
doing? Oh, we are basically even Steven once again. This has been quite the back and forth race between these two. Quite crazy stuff.
Yeah, this is quite a lot of big chains the AI's been getting this match. Been very unusual. Oh, Kynayo needs to send a couple more lines. Gamer needs to cut this chain off with the garbage fall. Okay, actually didn't need it, but it's there in 21. Gonna extend the lead out just a bit further.
That was fairly slow going to the end for both of these players. They did end up getting there in the end, though. But they will certainly have to clean up their act as we get towards the end of this level. These opponents will start to get fast enough to where they may need 8 or 9 lines of garbage in order to win. Fortunately, Gamer does not need that from Lungefish. Will win in 17 seconds. Kynayo needed 8 lines though and will win in 19 seconds. Again, this is very close. We are heading down to the final 3 stages of this run. Look at Gamer throwing down the 8 combos in the middle of his chains. Been a minute since I've seen that from Gamer, and he is getting rewarded handsomely in that Raven. And a comparable Raven of their own from Kynayo. And both players are heading into the cave about 6-7 seconds apart. So that's still not a super insurmountable deficit for Kynayo to make up, as both players are headed into the final 2 stages. Gamer tried to send that with a frame tight swap to a 7 chain. Did not need it. Gonna get a 17. Kynayo needing a couple more lines now. Oh, just limping to the finish on some of these stages.
Yeah.
That's a 21. This lead for Gamer is almost 10 seconds. It might be 10 seconds heading into the finale. It's kind of hard to make up 10 seconds in a single stage, but Kynayo will find out if they can pull it off.
Yeah, speaking of 10s, Gamer started with a 10 combo. Oh, it gets cleared on though. Don't
That's
see
a
any
bit of a
chains, so this
issue,
should be okay. Yeah.
There we go. There we go for Gamer. That is going to officially clock in at a 6:30, with Kynayo right behind at a 6:35. I do believe for Gamer that is a race record. Don't think Gamer finished an easy race in 6:30. So well done for him getting that time when he needed it to level off the match at 1 game apiece.
Yeah,
well done.
And I imagine for Gamer that probably feels good, you know, after all the troubles he's been having with his internet, you know, finally getting a solid run in a race point on the board.
So we'll leave it to Kynayo to figure out what the next level is going to be and bring that to you shortly.
I mean, Kynayo's been, you know, keeping it pretty clean, pretty solid. You know, Gamer, you know, definitely bouncing back after a rather rough V-hard. Getting that win on easy. Now these players are gonna have to deal with the whiplash going back the other way. You know, they went from the highest speed to the lowest speed. Now they're going from the lowest speed to the highest speed. So this will be interesting to see who is going to deal with the whiplash better. Like both of our players getting cleared on here.
Indeed, Kynayo picking hard for Game 3. And yeah, both players having a little bit of a time with it. That was a 21 for Gamer, 26 for Kynayo, but we are going through all 12 stages here. I think both players will be content with a time in the 8-minute range. So it's very early. That's the message behind this one. This is very early. Anything could happen within this category. Like, these opponents can lose super quickly, like Kynayo's Bumpty just did, or they can be fast enough to get to whatever they want and waste a bunch of time like they're wasting a bunch of gamers' time right now. It's hard to tell sometimes if you slip up in sending the right amount of garbage right away. It's usually 6 lines will be good. Like, you can kind of see the pillars that Poochie's stack is in there for Kynayo. Like 6, that usually ends up being good. 6 lines usually ends up being the right amount. Gamer, on the other hand, gonna need a little bit extra to get to the 6-line requirement. Just gonna send a 4-chain to make sure of it. And that will get it done in 19 seconds. Oh, Kynayo trying to find a way to get things started. Finds a 7 combo. What are we calling that now? The Yuki special? is that what we're calling the 7 combo start now? I'm not up on the lingo anymore, but
I have definitely never heard that term before, but I mean, you know, we're open to making up new terminology for this game and naming it after our community.
Well, fortunately, we do have Yuki Saka live in the Twitch chat, seemingly giving approval to it. So maybe that's the thing now. The 7 combo start, the Yuki special. All right then. So it shall be. I forget how the rest of that goes, but anyway, Kynayo not having such a special time with Froggy at the moment, and that's allowing Gamer to catch up a lot. A 20-second swing on a single stage. That is not an easy thing to pull off, especially this early on. But we have basically leveled the race right back. And again, this is a big one. This is one of those rubber games in a 5-game set. Like, whoever wins this will have supreme control over the end of the match. And Kynayo, after the first half, will get out in under 7 minutes. Meanwhile, Gamer will be done in just over 4 minutes. So, not too bad so far. Okay, Kynayo's finding a lot of combos here, building this out to a 6-chain because Lungefish is going down to row 2, and it still wasn't enough.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is usually Lungefish and Raven on this difficulty that tend to go down to row 4, row 3, sometimes even row 2 if you're really unlucky.
Gamer certainly not getting that kind of treatment on that stage, and once again we are evening the race right back up. These two can't seem to get away from each other. These opponents don't seem to want these two to get away. They're actually rooting for a close race for once. Not sure how that works. I think Kynayo really needs to raise the stack a little bit higher. Try to get access to some more options. Kynayo it seems like they feel a little constrained by what they're working with right now. Not able to really get any good chains going. Gamer kind of getting a nice little factory chain setup going there, as one would expect from someone who's had as much PvP experience as Gamer has had. Gamer will be first into the cave. And you might see... there was a potential for a 9 combo to start that, but Gamer only gets 2 4 combos instead. But we'll get the chain started just fine. Just go up to an 8. Just make sure of it. That's a very low hook, Bill. So no shame in that. Okay.
Oh.
That was so uncooperative.
Yeah, it's just not a whole lot you could do there. I mean, Gamer making the correct decision to go out to a big chain, and just sometimes it just doesn't matter.
So once again, the game is conspiring to make this race close. We are about 3 seconds apart in favor of Gamer. So this race is far too close to call. And Gamer is finding some chain extensions. Gonna maybe try to catch into a 5 chain. There was a simpler setup there. But Plant is clearing garbage anyway, and Kynayo's Plant has no more moves. So that crush will put Kynayo into the lead with 2 stages to go. This one could come right down to the wire.
Yeah, Kynayo's Piranha had essentially 3 full rows of blocks with no moves. Definitely don't see that very often. Kynayo getting a nice lag chain off of there. Gonna go out to a 6 chain.
Yeah, really moving to get some of these combos to extend the chains with, and that will be rewarded with a 15-second Kamek. Oh, this might be what Kynayo needs to take control of this match, as Gamer needed 10 lines for Kamek, and it still wasn't enough.
Oh, the horizontal clear.
That might prove to be the difference. Here's Kynayo onto the final stage. Can't find a start onto this Bowser, though.
Yeah, try to do a Yukisaka special, just couldn't quite continue it.
This recovery looks fine. That's a low Bowser. It's not good enough. Kynayo does win Game 3 with a time of 8 minutes 35 seconds. And that will be enough to take Game 3. Very well fought at the end of that. Gamer is had some cave issues. Just could not get out from underneath Kamek, doing so much. Kamek did so much extra. And oh yes, Kynayo was in the live chat reminding me of the timer issues. That wasn't an 8:35 from Kynayo. That was actually an 8:24. So pardon me. I'm not about to slander Kynayo in front of a big audience like this. So let's get that time corrected. And Gamer finished with a 9:11. So not quite the time that Gamer was hoping to have for that race, but that puts Kynayo in control of the match. And there's only one more direction this match can go. And we'll be seeing it for Game 4. Here we go with Game 4. It's the normal level. It's the one that these two have been tap dancing around all match long, but that's the only level left to play. And we are going to play it for Gamer to potentially save his winner's bracket life. Oh, that Lakitu needed 8 lines. Kynayo was not quite prepared to send 8 lines. Gamer's Lakitu, though, behaving a little bit more like a normal opponent usually does, only needing 6 lines to get the job done. So, it is Gamer with the early edge. Gamer needing as much help as he can get to try and draw this match out to a deciding Game 5.
Well, that's a nice attack from Gamer there. That is a 15-second stage. That is what you like to see. Extend this lead out even further thanks to garbage clear on Kynayo's Bumpty. And another 5 seconds.
I've been getting a little more impressed with Gamer's combo play. He's been able to find a few more combos within his chains. By his own admission, he's more apt to build chains up. But the combo game has been fairly consistent throughout. It's just that when both of these players are on their game, it seems like Kynayo's ceiling has been just a little bit higher, at least in the race setting. So Kynayo will take the lead here. We'll see how many lines they'll need for... This one does get to that 4 chain in time, allowing them to make a 5 chain extension. Combos were a bit light though. And Wiggler does get a little time to punish with a garbage clear, but it's still under 20 seconds, so it's not all so bad. That garbage clear from Gamer's Wiggler, though, will prove to be a little bit bigger of a problem. Still a 22, but those are not the kind of times that Gamer's hoping to see from here.
Yeah, definitely going to want some better stages if he wants to try to send this match to a deciding Game 5 here. Kynayo trying to spam some combos to top Froggy off there. Man, Froggy even went aggressive going for the 4 combo and still got there. And
Gamer
that's going to allow
find...
Gamer to take the lead right back.
15-second swing in a single stage. It's kind of hard to see on the normal level. We have seen that throughout this match, though. Okay, Gamer finding a 6 chain there. The combo's not quite there, but it is enough. It's enough for a 14. We take those. We absolutely take all of those. Oh, okay. I thought the random batches were gonna give Blarg enough time to match on Kynayo's attack. Wow, that was very close. And
yeah, that can get... Gamer struggling to find a starting chain here. Oh boy. Okay.
A little bit of a failed slide to extend the early chain. Kynayo definitely goes big, gets rewarded with a 14. You really do love to see that. Like these players might need to go a little bit deeper as these later stages go, as these later opponents find ways to match more and more. Like, as much as I will recommend 6 lines for these stages, if you take a little bit extra to find them, then yeah, you might need 7, 8, 9 lines. Depending. Who knows? Fortunate
Yeah,
for Kynayo to mitigate that damage there. So Kynayo will be entering the cave at 5:08. Gamer still just getting to Raphael after a very bumpy lungefish. Gamer gonna need a lot to happen from here on out in order to extend this match. Kynayo not quite finding what he was needing there. So that's going to get punished with some garbage clears. Kynayo does follow up with a big enough attack to keep Hookbill busy, even after a chain from the garbage. Very unfortunate, but Gamer could not capitalize. So Kynayo is maintaining a one-stage lead with 2 stages to go. There is not a lot of time left for Gamer to stay alive.
Yeah, Gamer's gonna need some good stages. Gonna need some help from Kynayo's opponents to help him extend his match here.
Kynayo would have loved to get to that 5-chain extension in time. Could not, but this follow-up still not quite going to be enough.
Oh dear. Okay, maybe this is sort of a break that Gamer needs here.
Alright, Kynayo settling for a 30 there, but is on to the final stage before Gamer can barely get started with this piranha plant. Okay, I'm seeing some lag chaining from Gamer.
Okay.
Respect it.
Yeah, love to see those lag chains. What you need.
Oh, Plant's giving the disrespect, though. Does get it down in 22. But is it too little too late? Kamek does know how to chain at this level. Kamek's the only one on normal mode that learns how to chain. And that's a very low Kamek. That's getting down to line 3 territory. But Kamek can do nothing else. And it will be our 12 seed who does take home the normal race with a time of 7 minutes 35 seconds. To Gamer right behind with 7:54. So, not too shabby from Gamer, all things considered. Definitely fought to make that interesting. But it is our 12 seed Kynayo taking home 3 stars and the win. Whew! That was the best. That might have been the best match of the round. At least as a competitive match. The only non-sweep we had here. So props to both of these two for making it interesting, even with all the circumstances that we had around it. But let's go ahead and make this result official. It is Kynayo winning. It is Kynayo winning 3 games to 1 and moving on to the next round. So, job well done to our 12 seed. They will be moving on to face... No. I think there was a reason why I didn't want to harp too much on who the winner of this match is going to face. Because... yeah, that's Yoshi. That's the defending champion. Up next for Kynayo.
Woof. Yeah, well, not just defending champion, 3-time defending champion. Yoshi's going to be looking to start the journey towards a possible 4-peat.
Oh boy. That is not going to be something, that is not going to be an easy thing to look forward to. And, you know, gamers not quite in the clear either, because one of either Tayman or Tolker is going to be dropping down to Gamer in the next round, and oh man, oh man, these matchups coming up next week are actually kind of cracked. Like we've got Yoshi stepping into the ring for the first time. We got Yuki Saka and Tai. That's poised to be very close. You and Tetris Attacker are going to get it on, and if TA brings his VR game like he did today, that's one to look out for. And then Tolker put up some good work today, and is going to have to bring that against Tayman as well. So we've got some crazy good matches left for you, and I don't know, FFR, what else is there left to say about today? Any final thoughts on what you were able to see? This was quite the round to start the tournament off with.
Yeah, it was definitely some very back and forth competitive matches, even though, you know, the scoreboard may not show it. The video sure will show how good the matches were, and I mean, we just got started, so we got a ton more great matches left to go in this major.
Indeed, I'm very fortunate to have had some forethought to putting in the flat bracket to slow things down at the start, because I don't know if I could have dealt with 8 matches in a single weekend with all of the craziness that been surrounding getting this done. But we've got the first round done. We've got another round of the winners bracket to bring you before we can get started on the losers bracket, and unfortunately eliminating some players. So look forward to what's going to happen next week on the second round of the winners bracket. But before we go, I do want to make a couple of announcements of what else is going to be happening during the TA 2025 festivities, and I want to make sure I have the calendar in front of me to get these dates exactly right, because Versus is not the only mode we play around here, and FFR Pro here is certainly familiar with the other modes that we speedrun quite a bit, and we are going to be holding other side events for those modes next month. On April 5th, we will be hosting an endless tournament. It's just a straight chain fest. Goes as much as you can, as fast as you can. That'll be a lot of fun. Maybe someone can unseat Yoshi for that title too. That title, who knows? Who knows? And then on the 19th of April is the stage clear event. So that's a different level of going fast that we don't see too much in this community. So those events will be very exciting to witness, and you watching at home can take part in those. The window was a little bit tight to deal with the Versus tournament, but there's plenty of time to sign up for the endless and stage clear tournaments. And at the conclusion of this show, once I wrap things up here in a matter of minutes, I will go to our Discord server and open up signups for the endless and stage clear tournaments. So if you want to get involved with the festivities and do things a little bit different, endless and stage clear will be the way to go. So we've got plenty of action for you over the coming months, and it's not just going to be versus, so there's still quite a bit left to look forward to. But as for today, that is going to do it for us. For FFR21 and everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this is Cards of Heart saying, until next time everyone, happy puzzling.
Later.